This is the plaintiff, Devin Clancy. He says he purchased a refrigerator from the defendant for his tenant, and the thing didn't keep things cold. His tenant had to keep his food outside in the snow, for goodness sakes. The defendant came to fix it. It still didn't work, and he told him he wanted to return it. The nervy defendant then told him he'd take it back, but wanted to charge him a restocking fee. A restocking fee? He'll show him a restocking fee, all right, by dragging his butt into court and suing him for the $428 purchase price. This is the defendant, Richard McGranahan. He says he offered to take back the refrigerator and replace it with a new one, but the guy told him he'd already bought a new one and just wanted his money back. He's been doing business for 10 years. He has a stellar reputation. Tried to work it out with the plaintiff and can't. So here they are. He's accused of giving a customer the cold shoulder.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case in the docket, the plaintiff bought a fridge from the defendant and it didn't keep things cold. But the defendant says she offered to take it back, but the plaintiff is just unreasonable. It's the case of going a manna to a manna.
Yes, okay. Devin Clancy, you are suing Express Appliance Service, represented here by the owner, Richard McGranahan.
You got it.
Okay. For $428 that you paid for a refrigerator that, according to you, turned out to be a lemon. What happened?
On December 16th, I purchased a used refrigerator from Express Appliance. I was following a Craigslist ad that maintained all appliances are professionally rebuilt and come with a full 90-day warranty. I've attached that.
Full 90 days?
Yeah.
What happens on day 91?
Well, exactly my point.
Well, no, exactly your point. You're the guy who bought it. I would have taken that $428 and bought something at Brandsmart or whatever other big box store, which would cost a lot less and is brand new. But you, not cost a lot less, cost comparably. What kind of refrigerator was this that it was $428? What kind of refrigerator was this?
It was, I believe it was a Kenmore with a bottom pull-out freezer.
Oh, so it was a nicer
pretty,
one.
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But that's what I did my second time around. I did buy a refrigerator from a big box store with a reputable warranty and...
or a longer one?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
So go ahead. So what happens?
On January 2nd, I received a text from my tenant informing me that the refrigerator was not working.
This is a refrigerator which was, at that point, how old?
Well,
no, I'm sorry.
it's a
It had
used
been there how
appliance.
long? 2 weeks?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what happened? Your tenant calls you and tells you it's not working. How was it not working?
It wasn't keeping his food cold.
Okay. So, but it was running, but it was not running cold enough?
I believe that's the case, yes.
Okay. So you get there and what do you see? You confirm that?
Yeah, he has his food in a snowbank outside.
Oh, okay.
So,
So you can't do that in Florida.
No.
All right. So then what happens?
so I tried to call Express Appliance, and the MO there is you call, you leave a message, and then the message gets returned. You get a follow-up return phone call. You can never get anybody when you call it directly.
Okay.
It happened to me half a dozen times.
How much later do you get a return phone call?
He did get back to me next day.
Okay.
And he dispatched a serviceman within 2 days. But in
Okay.
the meantime, my tenant did not have refrigeration.
Okay.
So the repairman did manage to fix the problem.
What did he say it was?
I don't know. He got
Did
it
you
running.
ask?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
He got it running for the time being, and I was satisfied with that.
Okay, until you got another call from the tenant.
Exactly.
According to you, you got your second call from the tenant when?
March 13th.
And what did your tenant say?
Said it's not working again.
Okay. Do you have an affidavit from the tenant?
I do.
And how was it not working that second time? Same way?
Same issue.
Okay.
Same
And
issue.
so what did you do?
I tried to contact Express Appliance, and in the meantime, I went out and I bought another refrigerator.
Okay. And how much did you spend on the new refrigerator?
I think it was roughly $400.
Okay. Approximately 2 weeks after I moved in, the refrigerator started sputtering, clicking sounds very late at night. These sounds would cycle loudly on and off throughout the night. The next couple of days, I realized something was wrong with the fridge because there was a stagnant, lukewarm, stale, captive air inside the refrigerator. I am in this guy's refrigerator. Your tenant is a good writer. Okay, the result was a personal loss of about $150 worth of food. The repairman got it working again. It worked for a few months, then it completely failed again. The result, another $150 down the drain in food spoilage. And then he lists the food he lost. Very interesting. All right, what's going on?
Interesting. Okay. Actually, I pretty much agree with most of everything what he said. The only thing that I don't agree with was that he said, well, one, that I wasn't answering calls, returning calls, because one of the time he called me before the 90 days was up, the second time, I did answer. I spoke to him right then and there. But I guess going back from the beginning.
Hold on one second.
Sure.
According to you, on that second time, you called him and you didn't get a call back?
I spoke to him directly one time out of maybe a handful of times.
Is it the last time, the second time?
I don't recall. I don't recall exactly.
Why did you go out and buy a new appliance and then sue him for a refund rather than letting him have a chance to fix the appliance again?
Because I didn't want to put my tenant through that.
Through the crappy refrigerator you bought?
Yeah. I mean, it was a bad. I didn't want to roll the dice that it was going to happen again another 2 weeks down the road. It was an inconvenience to me, and it was certainly an inconvenience to my tenant. So I decided.
It's kind of what you bought. You bought a used refrigerator with a 90-day warranty, and you wish you hadn't, right? Go ahead, talk to me.
I would love to talk about the conversation that we had.
Okay.
When he did call me, and I did answer. It was the second time the fridge broke.
Tell me about that.
He called me up, and his exact words, he said, okay, the fridge broke, the tenant called me. What do you want to do about it? It's okay, I'll come fix it. It's within the 90 days, I'll come fix it, no problem. So he said, well, what happens if it breaks down again after the 90 days? I said, fair enough. It's rare that I have a refrigerator that breaks. I know they're used, but I do check them, I do fix them, I do make sure.
I know, but you had this one break twice.
I agree, and I told him, I said, tell you what, I'll give you an extra 6 months on top of the 3 months that you have now. So he says, well, what if it happens again after the 6 months? I said, well, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So he says, well, honestly, he says, and at this point, he did not tell me he had already bought a new refrigerator.
Do you think he had?
Oh, I honestly didn't know. This was just one conversation we had. It took all of about 2 minutes. So he says, well, honestly, he said, I think this one's a lemon, broke down 2 times. I'm not happy with it. So I said, okay, no problem. I understand. Broke down twice, makes me look bad. I get it. Bring it in, or I'll bring you another one, swap it out. I'll give you another refrigerator. I have one in the shop. It was comparable to what he had, the Kenmore with the bottom freezer, ice maker, everything. And he said, honestly, I already bought a new one, so I just want my money back. And I'm like, you've had the fridge for 3 months. You want me to just give you the money back in full 3 months later? I came out and fixed it. And, in my opinion, I'm showing goodwill. I'm willing to come fix it. I'm willing to extend the warranty. I'm willing to give him another one. And he went and bought a fridge, and he didn't start the conversation. I bought a fridge, I'm not happy, what are we gonna do? He started the conversation, what are you gonna do? When I offered him all those things, then it turned into, I already bought a new one, and, I want a refund. So I said, you can't return anything appliance-wise 3 months later.
Well, can you? I mean,
not that I've seen.
It's highly unusual for it to break down twice during the course. Can I see the paperwork on the sale? It's highly unusual for it to break down twice during the course of the.
I totally agree.
I see your point of view. Like, hey, this is what you bought. You bought a used item with only a 90-day warranty. But then I see his point too. I mean, twice within the warranty period, we have a problem.
Okay, simple. Would you buy a used refrigerator?
No.
Why?
Because you don't know what that person did with the refrigerator, if it's reliable.
Well, I mean, you could say that about any used product. Why is a refrigerator especially unreliable? Why?
Because it's really important because it holds most of your food. And
that's true.
Sure that you're getting a reliable refrigerator, not just wasting your money.
Just curious, how many people here would buy a used refrigerator? Wow. Wow, going inside the courtroom.
How old was the fridge?
Kenmore doesn't put the years on them. I couldn't tell you for sure.
But from the model, you can tell, right?
Yeah, if I had to guess, I'd put it at about 4 or 5.
Should last longer than that.
Oh, I totally agree. I totally agree, and that's why I was willing to give him another one.
How do you get your appliances?
We have delivery guys that deliver for the box stores, and when they take the old ones back, we take the good ones, and we make sure they work, we clean them, we fix them. There's a big demand. Economy's down. People call me for them.
It's great if it works.
Yeah.
Most
of them do.
Well, here's the thing. You did have the use of a refrigerator, and I think I'm going to try to assess some value to that. The particular refrigerator is where now?
It's still at the unit in the garage.
I am going to refund his money, but take away a percentage of the money because of the fact that the refrigerator was there for the time that it was there. In so calculating that figure, I am taking into account that he knows exactly what he bought. He bought a used item with a 90-day warranty. But I'm also taking into account that you don't expect it to break down twice during that time. So I'm going to order you to return $214. I'm going to order you to return the refrigerator. Okay? Good luck, folks.
Okay.
So the fridge guy over here is going to get his fridge back broken, and you'll be refunding half his money. What's your reaction to how this works out?
I think the judge was fair. I still think I should have at least had the opportunity to go and fix it within the 90 days. But, you know, I've been in business a long time. I do everything to make every customer I have as happy as I can possibly make them.
You can see how a customer could lose patience. It broke once, it broke twice, and he says, no good, no more chances.
Well, I was willing to give him another one. I was willing to come and fix it. I was willing to give him an extended
What are
warranty.
you going to do with the fridge you get back now?
I have no idea.
You going to junk it?
I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with it. I haven't even seen it.
All right, around the corner there. You head that way. Come on in here. You satisfied with coming out with half your price back?
Well, it's better than the alternative of getting nothing, which is what I would have faced if I didn't bring him to court.
Yeah. Right now you have a big hulk of what, junk in your garage over there?
Scrap metal, as far as I'm concerned.
You glad that that's going to be hauled out of there?
Sure am. Clear up some space.
All right. Food's nice and cold now?
Yeah, in the new refrigerator.
Yeah. Harvey?
You know, everybody thinks when you get a warranty, you either take it or leave it, or if somebody says there's not going to be a warranty. You can always negotiate a warranty. There's no Bible about warranties. You can negotiate the terms or say, I'm not going to give you one.